Hi all, this is Madhumathi, um, Assistant Professor from Department of Food Technology. So in this video, let us see something about functions, various levels of the management and the management skills. What are the functions of management? So what is the first levels of management? Let us see into it. So as we all know, management, according to the management, there is top level, middle and the supervisory. Who all comes under top level of management are the board of directors, chairman and the chief executive. And coming to the middle level of management, department heads, division heads and sectional heads, supervisory, senior supervisor, intermediate and the frontline supervisors. So these are the levels of management. So what is the role of the top management people? So as we already saw, who are all comes under the top management are the board of directors, chairman and the chief executive officer. They will integrate the functions of the whole organization. So then what does the overall whole organization means? Overall management, overall function and overall relationship of the company. That is what comes under the overall management. They will determine the organizational goals, objectives, overall planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling operations. And what they do under overall operation is it translates the organizational plans into action. They will create an environment for work performance and they coordinate the departmental heads. And overall relationship, it requires maintaining the relationship, like cordial relationship with everyone in the organization, like also with the government, trade associations, suppliers and the financial institutions. So coming to the now individual top management people. So who is the board of director? He is the one who is elected by the owners, that is the shareholders, and it is responsible to them as their agent for managing the affairs of the organization. So he will have a relationship with the company when the company differs. And various functions of the board of directors can be divided into mainly 6 categories. Trustship function. They will imply that board must use the property of the company. Second, the determination of the basic objectives and the policies of the company. Then selection of top executives and to determine overall organization structure and to approve the financial matters like budget, corporate earnings, etc. And overall the checks and controls over the top managers and legal function towards any company and criminal liabilities. What is the role of chief executive? He is a person who is responsible to take major decision for the organization as a whole, and he is the chief executive alone. Multi-chief executive like chief executive officer, chief staff officer and executive group. He is responsible for this. Chief executive alone means he is responsible for overall functioning of the organization, whereas chief executive and he is a chief operating officer means they are again divided into 2. That is the chief executive officer, chief operating officer. Executive officer, they manage the division and he concentrates mainly on the managerial functions. Like operating officer, he operates all the tasks like production, marketing, engineering. Like in this both system, both the persons are responsible for organizational functioning only. And if he acts as chief executive, chief operating officer and chief staff officer, when there is a more number of work, a third officer, that is a chief staff officer, is also appointed. So in such case, the staff departments are grouped into one and this is assigned to him. And last comes the executive group, that is there are, as we saw, a chief executive under which there are multiple chief executives. So executive group in this system, it consists of various executive in a form of a committee. This is mainly how this committee is formed is it is appointed by the board and the discharges of all the functions of the chief executive. And this committee takes all the decisions of the strategic importance which the chief executive cannot alone take. And Reliance Industries has chairman, vice chairman and managing director. Larsen Turbo has managing director and joint managing. ITC has a multiple executive system in the form of corporate management committee. In case of a multiple executive, the responsibility for overall management of the company is again it is shared jointly by the different chief executives. So coming to the functions of this chief executive, what all he does, he will formulate the long-term plans, gives guidance and direction in the organization, integration, staffing, review and control, and the public relations. Coming to these all we have seen about the top level management. Coming to the middle management, it stands between the top and the supervisory, that is in the top and the bottom level comes the middle level. The number of levels within the middle depends on the size of the organization in terms of number. So based on the how many employees are engaged in an organization only, we can decide upon the middle management. It is classified into upper middle management and the lower middle. What is the upper middle is the basic divisions of the organization are determined and the overall programs of the division or department are established. Whereas in the lower middle, they carry out the functions of achieving the specific goals. While working in the middle level management to face pressures from the three sides, and since there is no uniformity about the number of levels in the middle level, there cannot be uniformity in their functions also. Next comes the third, that is the supervisory management. About the operatives and below the middle level management is in an organization. Okay, so there stands the supervisory management. Senior supervisors, intermediate and the frontline supervisors. Executor of policies and procedures, making a series of decisions with well defined and specified premises, and mainly this supervisor will be directly related to the workers. And there are three types of roles: scientific management roles, human relations roles, and the functional roles. Like scientific management role is like in under scientific we have a technician, researcher or analyzer, and the controller. Controller. And what is the role of a technician is that thorough knowledge of the technical aspect of the jobs being performed by operatives, so that he can tender technical advice, solve the complications, and intricately solve the problems. The role of analyzer or the researcher, he will design new and more scientific job procedures, and also he will create few methods to achieve the efficiency in the operations. And